Hi. Today I want to talk about the death of my mother, who founded Antique Cupboard with my father in 1952. It started in a strange way. After the war, there was a shortage of baby beds, and my parents would buy every baby bed they could find around town, put an ad in the paper, bring one out, and then sell the baby bed. As soon as that one sold, they would go into the bedroom, grab another one, and sell them all weekend long. And my mother was often seen taking the streetcar with a baby bed on it that she would buy at someone's house. After that, they tried other things, and they formed a partnership with my Aunt Dorothy, and they bought various antiques. Their rule in the beginning was if it cost over $5, it was too expensive, and they wouldn't buy it. They tried glassware, they tried silver, jewelry, hats, anything that they could buy at a good price and thought they could sell. By the 1960s, they were doing Hummels, and then sort of a breakthrough. My grandfather gave a loan to a smelter in Milwaukee, and he saw all the silver being melted, and he said, could I buy this silver? And the smelter said, I've said no to everyone, but to you I will say yes. And my grandfather had my mother and father run his little stand one day where he would have a pile of silver for $5, you pick, and they saw the interest of the people, and they thought they saw another opportunity there and decided to go into the silver business. They did many unusual things during their careers. They had estate sales. One of the more interesting ones was there was a hat factory that had closed in the 1930s in Milwaukee, and they bought 5,000 women's hats and sold them at churches and at antique shows, and did very well on the hat boxes. So, as I say, they tried many things. They gradually went into more and more antique shows, and by the 70s, they were doing 30 antique shows a year. The best antique show was the Arlington Racetrack Show in Chicago. It probably was the best antique show in the country, and they had a big booth right up front. My sister Lisa talked about, what it was like in those days. She said you wouldn't look up. All you did was form the people into a line and wrote as quickly as you could, and try not to answer any questions because it would mean that you lost some sales. At one of those shows, they sold 70 big boxes full of antiques, and which is still a record. And today, if we sell 2 boxes of antiques at a good show, that's probably pretty good. Silver is smaller, but still 70 boxes in those days was incredible. This has been a family business since the beginning. I work at it, my sisters work at it. Now my children and even grandchildren are involved in the business. My parents sold me the business in 1991, and they went on to their next career. They were always good salespeople, and they had a little table in our antique shop with religious books, and gradually that took over not only that table and that store, but the next 3 stores next to it. It became a major enterprise doing all kinds of good work. All the profits went to charity. Toward the end of that career, they had 45 volunteers working at the shop, and 2 years ago, they donated to a religious order, and good work is still being done. And I just want to say that, Mom, we miss you and love you. Thank you.